Hello, welcome to Naavil AI. This is Ram Balachandran, founder of Naavil AI. The goal of Naavil AI is to help businesses make better decisions with AI assistance. And the way we help businesses to achieve better decisions is by helping them to integrate information and sources spread across the enterprise into a single portal and help users to seamlessly interact with this data to help get insights which can drive to make better decisions. And today, I wanted to show you an end-to-end demo of the Naavil-Verse Bot, the bot that can ingest information from documents such as PDFs, Word, text, audio, video files that could be from conference proceedings, meeting recordings, or podcasts, or just raw data such as CSV files that are spread across the organization. Naavil helps to ingest this information and interact with this information through natural language. Unlike many other AI chatbots, Naavil does not hallucinate, and the reason being is that it only extracts information from the sources that you have provided, and as a result, it helps it to minimize or totally avoid any hallucination. So let's just get started. Today, I wanted to show you a demo involving three different sources. The first source is the annual report from SA Water, the South Australian Water Corporation. This is a PDF that is representative of the documents that you will see. The second is a podcast file that is from the Australian Water Association discussing about SCADA analytics. SCADA is the controls that are provided at various assets across the water network and how they are getting information based on that. I will provide links of the podcast in the notes. And finally, we will also interact with a CSV file that contains information of the percentage of urban and rural population having access to clean drinking water across different countries. So let's get started. Here is the portal of Naavil AI, Naavil-Verse Bot. You need an OpenAI API key currently to access and interact with the web portal, and you can index any new information. It can be a document or an audio video file or a data. You just have to browse and upload, and then you have two retrieval options, one for the documents and the audio video and one is for the data. So first let's get started. Let's ask the bot, does it know what do you know about SA water report? So it's running and it is trying to find an answer. It doesn't contain any information, therefore I cannot provide an answer. This is what you would expect for a bot that does not hallucinate. And so let's do is let's try to upload data here, the SA water report. I'm trying to upload it here, and I'm going to try to index this file. Indexing is where it reads this file, parses it, and puts it into the database. It's now successful, and now we can ask a question. Let's give it a moment for the pipeline to process. Let's say, what are the key highlights in the SA water report? It's going to run, it's going to take a minute, and it's going to return an information. And it says these are the key highlights: 87.5 million, 862 water main leaks, 93% customer satisfaction. And but how do we verify this information? Let's go back here and then see what information is available here. And let's say highlights. And let's start. So here is the information from the straight from the CEO's message here. It says we have invested 87.5 million infrastructure in this year, and let's search for information on leak. And it says it had 3,862 water main leaks this year, and that's exactly the information it brings out. It's not hallucinating; it's just extracting information based on the information you have provided to it. So that's the first use case that I wanted to show. The second one I want to show is it can also parse audio video files. So let's ask it, what do we know about SCADA analytics? It doesn't have any information, so we need to provide it. And the way we are going to provide it is through an audio file from podcast. And then we have to change the radio button to audio and video, excuse me. And now you can index the file, and it's going to take a minute to index because converting audio into a document involves another AI that needs to process these documents, and it takes a minute for it to process. And what happens at the end of the process is both information sit in the same database, and so you have a single portal through which you can access both this information. So now it's successfully indexed into 14 chunks. Now let's give it a moment for the pipeline to complete, and let's ask this question again. What do we know about SCADA analytics? Who is using it? What's the advantages? What are the advantages? Now the bot is going to go back and look into the database after processing the information, and it's going to try to find. Yes, now we have information. So it's called, the system that is being discussed is called Odasa. It's being used by a utility called Shoalhaven Water. And these are the various advantages, including accessibility, quick decision making, customizable features, alarm management, predictive analytics. And all this was extracted from the podcast. So you can just use it to even extract information from podcasts if you do not have time to listen to the entire podcast. That's cool, right? And finally, I wanted to show you how to extract information about the urban and rural water population. What do we know about urban and rural water population across the world access to clean drinking water? This is a data, so I need to use the data pipeline and then ask the question. It's going to run and come back and say, no, you do not have any information because you have not parsed any information. So there is no backend database that's available yet. So let's create the database by uploading information. So let's check the data. Let's check the urban water. Let's try to upload it. It's a CSV file. Then let's say index, and it is going to index. It's going to, and so now you can see it has got indexed into the backend database. You can also integrate it with any existing databases, but you need to be careful on giving user access. So I can make a separate video about that in the future. Now that it is indexed, now let's ask the same question again. Maybe let's ask a very specific question. It's a raw data, so we need to know specific information. So, which country in Africa has the highest urban population percentage with clean drinking water access? It's running, it's taking a moment. And the country is, it came back, it said Morocco. Morocco is the country in Africa with an urban population percentage of 90.25%. So why don't we actually go ahead and check that information? So give us a second. Let's say here is the file that we uploaded. Let's sort it by descending order. And so all these countries are in Europe, so they have a higher percentage. The first country you have is an Africa, and voila, which country is that? That's Morocco, and it has an urban population of excess of 90.2%. Now, how awesome is this? You don't have to go through the data. You don't have to analyze all the data. All you have to do is ask questions in natural language. The AI converts it and goes back, accesses the information, and gives you only the relevant information. So that's it for today. So I wanted to show you an end-to-end demo of how you can use the Naavil-Verse Bot to interact with documents, audio, video, and more importantly, raw data that is spread across all the organization in many, many files. That's it for today, and I'll see you soon again. Thanks. Bye.